guys, today I'm talking about my top 3 homeschool must-haves. So let's jump right into it. The first thing that I need to have every single week is a weekly retreat. So what I do on a weekly retreat is I either go to the bookstore or Starbucks or right up here in my room for a couple hours, no distractions. My husband takes the kids and I'm free to just clear my mind, have a brain dump, pray over our next term and the things that are happening in our school, and just really be creative and do some research on things that I want to do in our school and just in our life, period. So I take all the papers that I need to get through that have been piling up over the few weeks. I take all my planners, any letters or notes that I've taken over the last few weeks. I take all that together and I go through it all. I put it in its appropriate place. I put it in my calendar. I write it down in my brain dump or my to-do list, and everything that I need to get done happens in that time. Now, everything doesn't get finished in that time, but I can sift through the things and kind of prioritize what needs to be worked on immediately and what can wait till I have another retreat, which is usually the next week. Sometimes I don't get hours and hours and hours. I maybe get an hour, but I try to get at least 3 or 4 hours early in the morning while everyone's still waking up and having breakfast and they're just lounging around the house on the weekend. 6-week plan. I love to use this because I love to see everything that we're going to do in our term on one sheet of paper. So I have math, writing, history, language, science, reading, art and music, memory, and then any supplies that I need on this one sheet of paper, so I know what's coming up and I don't have to guess. I don't have to worry about what we're learning in science or what we're learning in history. I can look and see, I can go get the supplies that I need, and then everything is ready. It sounds great. It sounds like I'm all organized and I'm on top of everything, but that is not the case. These are things that I need to get me organized, but even though you have these things, you actually have to use them. You have to open them up and look at them. And sometimes I don't. I do all that and I don't open it up and I don't look at it on a regular basis like I should, but I'm changing that and I'm gonna tell you guys how I'm gonna change that. So the 6-week plan is a must. I have to have that, and I have to make sure that I fill it in and that I leave it open somewhere where I'm actually going to look at it. My fear of leaving my planner open is that someone's gonna spill something on it, my boys are gonna run by, knock it over, and then rip out the pages, and there's just a lot because I've invested so much time in organizing this and getting it just the way that I want that I'm a little scared of leaving it out in the open. But I found a perfect spot downstairs where I think it's gonna be safe, and I'm training the kids not to go in that area because mommy's planner is gonna be up there and I don't want them to knock it down. So let's pray that that works and nothing happens to it. But if it's not open to a page where you need it, you probably won't use it. Next is this book, The Organized Homeschool Life. Now, the reason I love this book so much is because it has checklists in it. It takes me month by month of the things that I need to get organized in my homeschool life. For example, the first week is in January. Its challenge is daily devotions. So she walks you through what she does and gives you an examples and things you need to be preparing so that when the school year resumes or the next week starts, you're better organized. You know what you want to do for your personal daily devotion and what you want to do for your kids. Then you jump over to memory keeping challenge or decluttering challenge, and that's all in January. And you have a list here of all the challenges that happen in that month. And then February, you have the Organize Your Computer Challenge. So it walks you through different areas of your life and helps you get them organized. Now, I don't mark in this book because I can use it year after year after year after year after year. And she brings up things that sometimes I don't even think about, like, oh, I should probably do that. And so I love that she walks you through step by step. And this is a good friend of mine, Dr. Melanie Wilson. You guys have got to check out her website. I'll leave the link below. I'll leave a link to this book. It is the best resource I have found when it comes to homeschooling, being organized, and just not being overwhelmed with life. And I hate being overwhelmed. I hate seeing other moms who are overwhelmed. And this has saved me so many times. Again, if you do not open it, if you do not use it, it's not going to help you. So I make sure that I have it out. I make sure I go through every single month and whatever she's asking me to do, I do it, and I don't move on until I get it completed. So just because we're in April right now, if I didn't get March done, I'm gonna stick with March and get what needs to be done and try to be prepared. And if it's like prepare for Easter, I don't like waiting for the last minute to prepare for Easter. I may find some good resources, and so I'll just save them and maybe use them for next year if it's too late to use those resources. But I urge you guys to pick up a copy today. This will save your life. I'm not kidding. There you go, my top 3 homeschool must-haves. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe below. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.